Hey there, fan freak collectors. Yep, it's me again, Nigel Explorers, with another fan. You're probably thinking to yourself, how many fans does this damn dude have? Well, the answer to that is a lot. Anyways, what you have here in front of you is a Frigid Eagle Air. And I believe the model number is EA-203. And it is a 3-speed. And it came from Brooklyn, New York, as you can see. 5 blades, and there's 5 of them. And what is unique about this fan that I like? Well, there's a few things. The first thing is this fan has feet attached to it. They're not like the plastic ones you snap on and snap off on those cheap plastic crap fans from like Lasco and stuff you can get at Walmart today. And by the way, I don't have one of those fans. I despite those. But anyhow, as you can see right here, these are metal, contractable. You can bend them down, or you can keep them up, like this one here. You can remove them from the fan entirely. There are 2 screws on the bottom of the fan that attach to each one of these feet, and you can remove them from the fan entirely. I wouldn't suggest doing that. I'm not going to do that for the simple fact if you lose those feet, you are never going to find them again to put on this fan for support. So I leave them on for that very purpose because I don't want to take the chance of losing them because I already know I'll never find them again. And if I do, that's probably going to be like $100 a foot. So yeah, not a good idea. I do have all my slats on this fan are not broke. However, the gentleman who had this fan before, let me go back here again, he actually broke one off right up here, as you can see. That was not my doing. And he actually had the whole grill reversed, and he had the cord through that slat. So he was one of those impatient SOBs that didn't want to take the time and just broke it off to clean the grill at one point. So if you notice that, as you can see right there, I did not do that. So this fan, as I call it, is my problem child fan, and the reason being is because when I got it, it was just in such horrible condition. There was so much dust on it, some black shit, excuse my French. I mean, there was so much crap on the motor, on the blades, on the inside of the box, the control panel. It was just unbearable. There must have been at least 40 years worth of crap built up on this fan. This fan was manufactured in the late 50s, early 60s. This particular fan, this model, came out in 1958. I will purposely, from time to time, go and buy a fan that I can reconstruct on my own and build back up, take apart and then rebuild it. And do it because it's something I can say, oh, look what Nigel did. Yay! But anyhow, I don't like being on my hands and knees for hours on end, and this fan took almost about 10 hours to get it up and running and get it the way that you see right now. I actually had my roommate help me take the fin off the motor, and it literally took both of us all of our manpower to get that fucker off. Excuse my French again. Which is a good indication that the fins have never been removed off of this fan since it was manufactured in 1958. Which would explain cold-heartedly why when I turned it on, I mean, it sounded like it was getting ready to go through the fucking floorboards. I mean, it just was unbelievable. So, yeah, it took forever and a day to clean it. I got all that black shit that was off on inside the motor, the outside of the motor, front and back, the fins, and here it is. It looks all prettied up. Now, what's really extraordinary about this fan, and I'll try to explain it as best as I can, and I will be doing a demonstration on it. When this fan is on, it looks like it is the head of an eagle, a bald eagle. And that is particularly why this fan is called an eagle Aire, and that's why there's a symbol of the bird itself, an eagle. And the fins are transparent, clear, which I think is cool. And the reason that they're transparently clear is to give it the resemblance of an eagle's head, and you'll see what I mean here in a minute. And no, I'm not crazy. I had one friend that looked at it and thought that I was nuts and or drunk, and then I had another friend look at it and he saw it right away. So it's up to the eye of the beholder, they say. But I suggest you that if you don't see it, go get a shot of tequila or something, like seriously, dudes, and then you'll probably be able to see what I'm talking about here in a minute. So when I first got it, I got on my hands and knees and I could see it like immediately. So anyways, so let's start this on low, shall we? And this fan does let out a lot of air. It does not have a Macmillan motor in it. It is a Frigid motor. However, Frigid back in the 50s made really, really strong, durable, dependable motors. So they're almost just as good as a Macmillan. And as you can also see, since I'm back here, as you can see how the motor is white as snow. It was not like that when I got it, I guarantee you. But now it is shiny and looks brand new. Thanks to all the hard work that good old Nigel did. With the help of my roommate, that is, of course. Because there's no way I could take those damn fins off by myself without breaking 2 arms. It was just a nightmare. Anyways, let's take the puppy up to medium, and then I will demonstrate how it looks like an eagle's head. Now I'm going to drop down here, and you will see. So the tip of the fan blade, as you can see, is supposed to be the eagle's beak. In the back there, which would be the front of the motor, now that it's white, that is supposed to be the eagle's head. And the fins, being transparent clear, is supposed to resemble the wings of an eagle. So if you can't see that, then like I said before, go get a shot of vodka, go make a screwdriver or something, and you might be able to see it. So again, it's up to the eye of the beholder, but I can clearly see it even again as I'm doing this video, that that's what it looks like. So I'm not crazy. And that's why whoever designed the fan obviously called it an eagle Aire. And that's why there's a picture of the bird itself on the fan. So, I'm not nuts, dude. So let's take the eagle to high, shall we? And let's do a walk around. And yes, that fan you see at the bottom right corner of your screen on my floor is another vintage fan of mine in my collection, which I absolutely love. I will be doing a video on that sometime later on, but it's not going to be today. But you did just get a sneak peek of it. And I'm actually standing now about, I don't know, maybe 10 feet, and I can feel the air just from where I'm standing being sucked up from the fan here. So you can imagine how much airflow is going through here. It's also cool too that it has a name tag on the rear of the fan, on the upper left corner as well. And if you happen to see a little dog running around, don't mind him. His name is Gizzy. He's my little Shih Tzu. He thinks his shit don't stink, and he's a very intelligent dog, which they are. He's a Shih Tzu, and they're supposed to be like one of the smartest dogs on the planet. But he's too smart for his own good. So if you see him running around, don't mind him. And let's do a spin down time. So I'll drop down here a little bit closer, and maybe you guys can see, if you didn't see it when it was running, how that kind of looks like an eagle. Sorry. And now I'm going to turn it back on low and do a spin down from low. And an SD. So for this fan, almost being 61 years old, the spin down time on it is just like fabulous. Like I said, I did put a lot of hard work into getting it the way that it is. It was a problem child fan, like I said that I call it. But it was well worth the effort. I have a really old fan that runs beautifully now since I oiled it up and got it cleaned up and working the way that it probably should have been from the start with. Whoever owned it before me should have kept it and didn't, but it's alright. I got it to where it needs to be and what it's supposed to do, and this is my eagle pet in my fan collection. So anyways, hope you dudes enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will look forward to giving and sending more videos of my fan collections here on my channel. So, later dudes.